A flashy name and gold-themed branding do not equal investor protection. bgoldcap presents itself as an online broker and investment platform offering access to forex, cryptocurrencies, commodities, and CFD trading. The website promotes profitability, professional support, and modern trading tools. On the surface, it follows the familiar template used by many retail trading platforms. But when we move from marketing language to verifiable facts, serious structural risks appear. The platform promises access to global markets and leveraged trading opportunities. However, any company offering brokerage or investment services must operate under clear regulatory supervision. In this case, the central issue is straightforward. Verification through official supervisory registers does not confirm the existence of a valid financial services license connected to bgoldcap.online. That fact alone significantly elevates the risk profile. General information about the project. Project name, bgoldcap. Website, https://bgoldcap.online. Project type, online broker and CFD investment platform. Regulation, not confirmed. License, not verified in official public databases. Minimum deposit, promoted through account tiers, not transparently standardized. Leverage, advertised but not clearly tied to a regulated framework. Domain registration date, relatively recent according to public WHOIS data. Registrar and DNS, international registrar with privacy protection enabled. Regulatory verification is the first and most important checkpoint in any scam review. Public searches were conducted in the official registers of the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom at https://register.fca.org.uk, the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission at https://www.csec.gov.cy. The Australian Securities and Investments Commission at https://connectonline.asic.gov.eu, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission database at https://www.sec.gov, Edgar Search Dagger Company Search, and FINRA Broker Check at https://brokercheck.finra.org. So, the result is consistent. Verification through official registers does not confirm a licensed entity connected to bgoldcap.online. This is not an accusation. It is a verifiable statement. If a broker is legitimately regulated, its legal name, license number, and approved domain appear in a public supervisory database. When that confirmation is absent, the platform operates without independently verified oversight. Why is that dangerous? Regulation enforces capital requirements, segregation of client funds, conduct standards, and dispute resolution procedures. An unlicensed broker is not bound by those frameworks. If problems arise, investors may face limited or no formal protection. bgoldcap promotes CFD trading and leveraged positions. CFDs are high-risk derivative instruments that allow speculation on price movements without owning the underlying asset. In regulated environments, strict rules govern how these products are marketed and offered. When an unlicensed broker offers CFDs, the risks multiply. The platform may act as the counterparty to client trades, creating a built-in conflict of interest. Pricing and execution quality cannot be independently audited. Another critical point is transparency of the legal entity. A legitimate broker typically discloses its full corporate name, company registration number, jurisdiction, and supervisory authority. On bgoldcap.online, publicly verifiable corporate information appears limited. Without a clearly identified legal entity tied to a regulator entry, clients cannot easily determine which authority oversees the platform or where legal disputes would be resolved. WHOIS and technical analysis add further context. Public domain records indicate that bgoldcap.online was registered relatively recently and uses privacy shielding to hide the identity of the domain owner. Privacy services are not illegal, but when combined with missing regulatory confirmation and limited corporate transparency, they reduce accountability. Established financial institutions rarely rely solely on hidden ownership structures while simultaneously soliciting public investment funds. Let us outline the observable red flags based strictly on verifiable information. No confirmed license in the FCA, SISEC, ASIC, SEC, or FINRA databases. No clearly identified supervisory authority. Limited public transparency about the legal entity. High-risk leveraged CFD products. A relatively new domain with masked ownership. Potential exposure to withdrawal issues in the absence of regulatory enforcement. These elements do not automatically prove fraud. However, they define a risk architecture commonly associated with unlicensed broker and investment scam models. In such environments, investor protection mechanisms are minimal or non-existent. How can users avoid similar scams in the future? First, always verify a broker's license directly through official regulator websites, never through links provided by the broker itself. Only the official domains of authorities such as the FCA, SISEC, ASIC, the SEC, or FINRA can confirm legitimate authorization. Second, understand the risks of CFD trading and leverage. High leverage amplifies losses as quickly as gains. Third, examine the broker's corporate identity. A real broker clearly discloses its legal name, registration number, and regulator. Fourth, evaluate domain history and operational footprint. A company claiming years of experience should have a consistent digital history. Finally, be cautious of aggressive marketing, promises of fast returns, or pressure to deposit larger amounts. These are classic warning signs in many fraud cases. The final assessment is direct and fact-based. Based on publicly verifiable information, bgoldcap cannot be considered a confirmed, fully regulated financial intermediary. The absence of verified supervision significantly increases the risk level. Investor protection mechanisms are not clearly demonstrated. Withdrawal issues cannot be ruled out in an unregulated environment. Our experts recommend refraining from any financial interaction with this project until independently verifiable regulatory authorization is provided. In financial markets, regulation is not optional. It is the line that separates structured risk from uncontrolled exposure.